January is an important month in our Western calendar. It's the start of a new year, and for many of us, that means writing up all kinds of resolutions and starting new habits after the festive season. However, the month also has some incredible history to it. In this video, we'll discuss 10 fun facts about January that might just raise a few eyebrows. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified of our new videos. 1. The two faces of January. As we move into a new year, it's important to reflect on the past year and set our intentions for the year ahead. January is the perfect time to do this, as it is named after Janus, the two-faced god. Janus is also known as the god of doors, as he represents transitions. Therefore, January is the perfect time to reflect on the past year and set our intentions for the year ahead. What do you want to achieve in the new year? What did you learn from the past year? What are your goals for the year ahead? Take some time to reflect on these questions and set your intentions for the new year. 2. It's not a whole story. January is the door to the year. It's the start of a new journey and the time to set our intention for the year ahead. We step through the door of January and into the unknown, with hope and excitement for what lies ahead. This month is named after the word Janua, which roughly translated from Latin means door. This makes perfect sense as January is the door to the year. It's the start of a new journey and the time to set our intention for the year ahead. We step through the door of January and into the unknown, with hope and excitement for what lies ahead. So what will you do with this month? What will you do with this year? Step through the door of January with intention and purpose. Make it a year to remember. 3. Its naming is pretty unique. January is one of the most unique months in the calendar. It is named after the Roman god Janus, who is the god of doorways and beginnings. January is a time for new beginnings, and it is the perfect time to start fresh. It is also the perfect time to reflect on the past year and set goals for the new year. January is a time of hope and possibility. 4. January 4th is very important. Most people around the world start the new year on January 1st, but did you know that the official start to any year is a week that contains January 4th? This is according to the international standard, ISO 8601. So if the week ends with Sunday 3rd, the year doesn't technically begin until the next Monday. This may seem like a small detail, but it can actually have a big impact on businesses and organizations. For example, if you're working on a project that spans multiple years, the ISO 8601 standard can help you accurately track when each year begins and ends. So, next time you're planning a project or setting New Year's resolutions, remember that the official start to the new year may be a week later than you think. 5. What's your sign? If you were born in January, you are either a Capricorn or an Aquarius, according to the Western zodiac. So, you're either a goat or a water carrier. Capricorns are known for their ambition, discipline, and practicality. They are often successful in their chosen field and are good at saving money. Aquarians are known for their independent, humanitarian, and innovative spirit. They are often ahead of their time and are good at abstract thinking. So, which one are you? Do you have the hardworking, determined nature of a Capricorn, or the original free-thinking nature of an Aquarius? Whichever one you are sure to be an interesting and unique individual. 6. January was pivotal for Ellis Island, U.S. Ellis Island Day traditionally falls on January 1st. That's because it was January 1st, 1892, when the U.S. first opened its immigration borders, changing the country's makeup for good. The U.S. had always been a country of immigrants, but prior to 1892, there were no formal procedures in place. That all changed when Ellis Island opened as the nation's first federal immigration station. Over the next few decades, Ellis Island would become the gateway for millions of immigrants from all over the world. They came in search of the American dream, and many of them found it. Today, Ellis Island is a national monument and museum, and it's a powerful reminder of the impact that immigrants have had on the U.S. On Ellis Island Day, we celebrate the diversity that makes our country great. 7. It was also very important in U.S. slavery history. January is an important month in the history of slavery. That's because it's the month during which President Lincoln ratified the Emancipation Proclamation, and when the 13th Amendment was ratified, both in the United States. The Emancipation Proclamation was issued on January 1, 1863, and it declared that all slaves in the rebel states were to be freed. This didn't immediately free all slaves, but it was an important step in the process. The 13th Amendment was ratified on January 31, 1865. This amendment officially abolished slavery in the United States. These two events were important steps in the long process of freeing slaves and ensuring their rights. January is an important month to remember in the history of slavery. 8. Ever taken on dry January? January is a month where many people may challenge themselves to stop drinking alcohol for the whole month, a phenomenon that is becoming more popular post-Christmas. This is due to the harmful effects of alcohol on our bodies, including liver damage, cancers, and heart disease. Alcohol is also a major contributor to accidents and violent behavior. So why don't we continue to drink despite the risks? Part of the reason may be that we enjoy the social aspects of drinking, such as catching up with friends over a few drinks. Drinking can also help us to relax and unwind after a long day. However, there are plenty of other ways to socialize and relax that don't involve alcohol. For example, you could meet friends for coffee, go for a walk, or take up a new hobby. There are also many alcohol-free drinks available that can help you to feel like you're still part of the party without the hangover the next day. 9. Ever been to a January sale? January sales are a big deal in the UK. It's when there are lots of big money off deals after Christmas. It's a little like Black Friday, only post-holiday. This tradition seems to have been running since at least 1865. During the January sales, retailers offer massive discounts on a wide range of items, from clothes and cosmetics to electricals and furniture. It's the perfect time to pick up a bargain or two, and many people take advantage of the sales to stock up on items for the following year. The January sales are a great opportunity to grab a bargain, but it's important to be aware of the potential pitfalls. Many items are reduced in price because they're about to go out of fashion, so it's worth doing your research before you buy anything. It's also worth remembering that the biggest discounts are usually reserved for the end of the sales, so it's worth holding out if you can. 10. Sorry if it's your birthday. January 2nd is known as the unluckiest day of the year, dating back to Saxon times. January 1st, on the other hand, is seen as a day of great prosperity and luck. So, what's the story behind these 2 days? The Saxons believed that January 2nd was the day when the devil was let loose and could cause havoc. This was because it was the day after Twelfth Night, when the festive season ended. In order to avoid bad luck, people would stay indoors and stay away from anything that could bring them harm. January 1st, on the other hand, was seen as a day of new beginnings. It was a time to start afresh and make positive changes in your life. People would often give gifts to each other and make resolutions for the year ahead. So which day do you think is luckier, January 1st or January 2nd? Let us know in the comments. That's all for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to hear more videos from our channel, subscribe and make sure to turn on the bell icon.